Hey, this is Matt once again what you're about to in the video. Another pay request from my friend Efree. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both things are down below in the info box. I'll get to as soon as I can. And The Messenger from 1986. The third of four requests from my friend Efree. I did say in one of the videos that two of them were good movies, two of them were bad. Hammer, decent. Last Fight, not so much. This one, not so much. So spoiler, you know the next one will be a positive one. But this is one of those films that a lot of times it seems like stuff happens just to be filler and meander around. And at times I thought this film was kind of boring. So the plot of the film is Fred the Hammer Williamson is Jake Sebastian Turner, who's a former veteran. He's been in jail in Italy. He gets out of jail and he gets with his wife, has sex with her. She's on drugs, and he says the line, "You can't have babies with that stuff in you, mama. Like you can't have stuff, you can't have babies with that stuff in it. Shit, what are you doing, woman?" But she's in trouble. The people that she's dealt with, they say that she's stolen or missing some drugs and cocaine. And the bad guys are trying to figure where these kilos of coke are. And I think one of them says, well, where'd she put it? Up her nose? Up her ass? Who knows? So yeah, there's some funny dialogue like that. So they go somewhere, one thing leads to another, and there's a bit of a shootout. Now, it's hard to explain what happens during the shootout because it's very poorly handled. It's very poorly edited. Where it's this. I'm like, wait a minute, where's this person? And that person's connected to this person. That person's over here to this person, or they're over there. It is very poorly edited, very poorly choreographed. So it's needlessly confusing. Until finally, the lady gets gunned down, and then Fred shoots, and I think hit the driver. Because you see, like, bullets hit here, but I thought they were the other car, but it's actually the other car. And I'm assuming Fred shot, but you think, like, there'd be... Usually, someone aims, shoot, and then it cuts to the person getting hit. Not really the case. Because the one guy looks, and all of a sudden the driver's dead. I'm like, I guess Fred killed him. I'm assuming. Then Fred gets to the guy and kills him with the butt of the gun. Some cops talk to him. They say she's been dealing with stuff. And he's like, listen, that lady visits me all the time in jail. That means more to me than whose fly she zipped. So yeah, once in a while there's a line that comes out that I thought was kind of funny. And Fred definitely knows how to deliver those kind of lines. So then one thing leads to another. He goes to what we find is a rival to those drug guys, who's going to offer him $500,000 to go kill those guys. Plus, they're the guys that killed your lady, so that'll be a benefit as well. But before we get there, we have this like 10-minute sideway plot that goes nowhere, could be completely taken out. You would not even notice the thing, where there's this guy, older guy, in his Farmer John, Billy Bob outfit, whipping this girl. Fred beats him up saying, next time you want to kick some ass, try a man. And gets him off the girl. Then see if the girl's alright. So then he goes, sees the guy who gives him the offer, then comes back. And then these two or so guys are ready to assault and maybe rape her, whatever. One of them's got like a bullet, and then this is where Fred gets his like tiger claw kung fu, moves, and beats them up with his like kung fu meets Elvis stance, and it beats them up. And then I guess that older guy does rape her. So he goes finally die and beats the hell out of him with a shovel. Well, there's a little bit of blood there. But then, doesn't kill him, just beats him. Because then there's a bit with him and the girl going out to like a outside diner or something. The Billy Bob guy comes in with a shotgun, shoots her, and then some cop, Italy cop, shoots the guy. And then Fred's like, "Aw, man." Well, he doesn't say that, but that'd be funny. "Aw, man, well, she's dead." The cop says, "Yeah, you need to get out of here." That's not exactly dialogue, but that's pretty much it. And then he's off to Chicago. That whole bit could be completely taken out. It's like, you can't just have it where, okay, the guy tries to kill the girl, but then Fred kills the guy, and then he's got to get the hell out of there. And then that's why, okay, time to go to Chicago, so I need to get the hell out of here. And let the girl live? No. He saved her just for her to get assaulted and die later. So what's the point? Pointless. Like I said, you could take that whole thing out other than being offered the job. And there you go. So he goes to Chicago where there's clearly... There's a guy who's standing and right here, there's a big ad banner for Teen Cobra, which is the malt liquor that Fred did commercials for. You can find on YouTube. Teen Cobra malt liquor, and Fred did the commercials. So to advertise his, the stuff he did, he was a spokesman for. The only reason this shot's there for that amount of time is so this banner of the malt liquor is showing to advertise people. For specific, like, Teen Cobra, is that like some weird, like, movie within this world poster or some weird clothing brand? No, it's the malt liquor. So then here he like goes to this group who has this cocaine. He goes up to him, throw that shit out the window. "Oh, but it's good shit." Shoots at them. They start throwing it out. Then a guy goes, "What the hell's going on? Why are you throwing my stuff out?" Fred sees him, runs after him. Says something like, "Die slowly, no one's going to miss you," and kills him. Now, who this guy was to the guys who got his girl killed, I don't 100% understand. Other they're into drugs. I don't even remember if he asked him any questions and so why he went there in the first place. I'm trying to remember. He might have, but I don't remember. Then there's this other crook who has his wife and treats her like crap and, blows at her face like that. So to get him back, she like goes and seduces these two guys. But she's like right outside the room, so it's not like you're not going to get caught. Just lo and behold, the guy wakes up, goes in, and she gets caught. I mean, didn't really think that through, really, lady. Unless she wanted to get caught, but even then, I don't know why. And once in a while you have a little bit of action, like at one point Fred uses a ninja star that hits in a guy's net, but those are to me too far in between. So at times it just gets a bit slow and meandering. They throw in these two, like, Cameron Mitchell and Christopher Connolly. They've been in a lot of stuff, a lot of movies. Christopher Connolly I remember from a much better film, Raiders of Atlantis, much more fun movie. And Cameron Mitchell, he's been in a lot of stuff. Like Cameron Mitchell's a cop, and then Christopher Connolly, these are at the FBI or something. I know that they're from different law enforcement brands. Most of the time they're just talking to each other, and Christopher Connolly's more of a fan of this vigilante, while Cameron Mitchell's like, we gotta stop him. But it feels as if Fred will just kind of do random things. Like, he went to this person. I don't really remember 100% how he's connected. But then, at one point, he's in the middle of the desert. Or not the desert, but in the middle of someplace. And there's these two cars, and he pulls out these two Uzis. I don't know when he got the Uzis, but he doesn't have them in the scenes before. He doesn't have the Uzis in the scene after. Now he shoots, but he's not really shooting at the guys who are leaving. He's shooting at the cars in the middle, which are empty now. Because he pulls out the two guns. The people are leaving, but they've already left. So you think he'd be like, that's what Chuck Norris would do in Invasion USA, a much better movie with dueling Uzis. But no, it's like he's more pissed at the empty cars than the bad guys. I'm gonna kill this. Even Dolph Lundgren's the Punisher. He was just shooting the place. Just, oh, there's a bad guy, I'll shoot him. But hell, they all left. I'm gonna blow your place up. But hey, when there's a bad guy who he actually went over and shot him. Here's a fuck the bad guys. I hate these cars. He blows the cars up. Like, why don't you shoot the guys you're there for? So then Joe Spinell from Maniac and the 1980 film, appeared a lot of other stuff in this era. He was in the first Rocky and a bit of Rocky 2. Granted, he's in this more than the last one, the last fight. I was going to say The Last Dance, but that's a Michael Jordan documentary. The Last Fight. Here he's in multiple... And I will say Joe Spinell was kind of fun in this. Because at first he's like, oh, come on, cops. Like, he's talking to Cameron Mitchell and Christopher Connolly. It's protected, sir. What am I pay my tax dollars for? And then when he realizes the vigilante stuff is real, he's like, get really scared, really freaked out. Come on, do something, man, do something. Grenades just thrown, no, come on, well, what am I going to do with this? Just the way he's losing it, I did make me laugh. I did get some entertainment out of it. Even when Christopher Connolly, when he meets Joe Spinell, some of the stuff he says, when he pops in and Joe Spinell's like, who are you? And then Christopher Connolly, hard of hearing, butt wipe. Not many times where you see a law enforcement or FBI, whatever, say the words butt wipe. Even weirder, he says the term suckfish. I've never heard that term before. Suckfish. Is that supposed to be like blow chunt? Suckfish? I don't know. I've never heard the term suckfish. I don't even know what that even means. And then what's weird is that he blows up, okay, Joe Spinell. Now you think it's over. Because then it goes into this bit where, like, you think it's over. Then all of a sudden, Fred is like driving in what looks like the desert, and then some car is chasing after him, trying to hit him. It goes to somewhere else. He does a bit of his kung fu, takes out some of the guys. Then he goes somewhere else. Christopher Connolly is there. I forget how he knew Fred was there. Just to go, oh, well, pretty much saying, I know who you are, but I'm going to let you know because I like what you're doing. Apparently those guys were sent by the guy who paid him, or was going to pay him the $500,000. Just to clean up loose ends. And I don't know, maybe Christopher Connolly found out about that. That's how he... Well, anyway. I said, wait, why is Fred right here in this location in the middle of nowhere, and somehow the bad guys knew he was there, and whatever. Then the guy who screwed him over, he goes up, shoots the bad guy, then the movie's over. Kind of seemed like an anticlimactic ending. It's a very messy movie. It's a very messy movie that doesn't have a great flow to it. That kind of just meanders and feels like it goes all over the place. Certain scenes, like this woman who tried to seduce the two women, the two men, and got blown in the face like that by her husband. There's a bit like she's going through the airport and find out she's got a gun at the airport. Like, seems like that seemed to go on way too long. And it's like we didn't really need them. Seems like the girl with the Billy Bob and the mullet man, Mr. Mullet, like that whole stuff could have been cut out. The action scenes aren't really up to snuff. None of them you don't remember after you watch the movie. The poster, like the way they have the poster, he never uses a shotgun in the movie. That's the funny thing. He never uses a shotgun in the movie. And there ain't no houses blowing up in the movie either. No buildings, I should say, blowing up. So no buildings blow up. No shotguns are used. Fred Williamson, man, I liked him as a performer, as a presence. I don't think he knows how to direct a film. At least not in a suitable fashion. I really don't. I don't think he's that good of a director. Yeah, get the camera on, put it on me. Do we need another tape? Nah, let's go. I need some more cigars. So that's just how I honestly feel. He's good in front of the camera. He's not good behind the camera. That's just how I view it. But with that said, the movie doesn't have as much action as you think by the poster. It's a very messy film. And I'm just not a fan of it. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.